an R8 up there. Hopefully he's going straight and I can catch up to him. I've seen an R8 go down here, but then it ends up going south on the highway instead of north. Hopefully this guy goes north. No, he's turning. He is going to get ice cream. Nice car though. No, come on dude, go. Yellow light means go faster. I should be surprised that this guy is going so slow, but he's driving a Buick. So I can reliably guess that he's probably 75 years old. Let's put the bike into A mode. Go around the Buick and get stuck behind the slow Mercedes. I really think it should be against the law to go slow if you drive a car capable of going over 130 miles an hour. Just saying. So much for A mode. Gosh, there's so much traffic. What should we talk about today? I've been thinking about making an additional channel, one that's for like adventure stuff, like not motorcycle related. Putting all my different like adventure stuff, like trips and vacations and hiking and snowboarding, stuff like that on that channel. I got a bunch of footage from Hawaii that I haven't done anything with yet. Alright, usually there aren't any cops here at night, and there's like only an exit every 2 miles, or an on-ramp, so excuse me. Hello, coming through. Sorry. So here's a topic for you guys. This is just something that I've been tossing around in my head. Not serious at all yet, so don't freak out. But I've been toying with the idea of selling the R1 for something. And before I tell you what, oh crap, feels like my phone's falling out of my pocket. Before I tell you what, go ahead and leave a comment, or leave a comment after you listen to everything else. Let me know what you would sell, or what you would buy if you had an R1 and you sold it. Keep in mind that 2009 R1 with low miles goes, depending on the time of year and the condition of the bike, let's say between $8,000 and $10,000. Given that fact, what would you get? Now, the reason I'm toying with this idea is because I'm considering having 2 motorcycles. And there's actually a reasoning behind this that I'm not going to go into just yet. I'm going to hold off on this for a few months, but there's something that could happen this year that makes me want to have 2 bikes. And I'm gonna keep that quiet for now, but feel free to speculate what that is. I don't think you're gonna guess, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm considering selling the R1 and picking up an R6 and some sort of dual sport or supermoto or dirt bike or something like that. Something that either is already dual sport or is like a supermoto that I can swap out the tires for some knobbies and take it off-road, just so I can have a couple different bikes, you know, a sport bike and something that I can take off-road a little bit. And I've been toying with this idea. I'm not serious about it yet at all, but I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on it. I love the R1, and actually now that I've had a few months with it, man, it's going on 7 months, I guess, with the R1 after having the R6. And I think I can honestly say now that I like the R1 more than the R6, taking everything into account. But I do love the R6, and the concept of having both a sport bike and a dual sport or similar motorcycle is kind of intriguing, and it's got a draw to it. But I think I'd have a hard time letting go of the R1. But as I mentioned before, something might happen this year that will make me want to go through with it. I can't guarantee that I would actually go through with it, but I'd think about it pretty strongly. I think I could swing keeping the R1 and picking up a cheaper supermotor or something like that, like a WR250, something like that, in a few months. I could swing it, but, you know, financial responsibility and all that. Probably shouldn't. I could if I wanted to, but I think the better option for me would be to go with an R6 and something like that rather than keep the R1 and get something on top of that. We'll see. But I want to get your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. If you had an R1 and you sold it, what would you get? And what do you think about the idea of getting an R6 and a supermoto or something similar, and selling an R1? Don't get me wrong, I love this thing. I do not want to get rid of it, and I don't have to get rid of it. I'm just exploring the idea, you know? Seeing what my options are. So we'll see. I don't know. There's a lot of guys out there who have multiple bikes. You know, a sport bike and a supermoto. Chase has a sport bike and a supermoto. He's got an R6 and a WR250X, I want to say. And the AK-47s, he's got a ZX6R, and then just picked up the DRZ from the Garden Snake. Baker X Derrick, he's also got a ZX6R, and then he just picked up that dual sport. I want to say, what is it? I think it's a DR200. I want to say that's what he got, but I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll get something else. Maybe I won't get a supermoto or a dual sport or something like that, and I'll get something not even a motorcycle. We'll see. All depends on how things play out this year. I'm excited for everything that could possibly play out. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just say that. We'll see. Dang. That Honda Odyssey taking the corner at speed, drifting into the outer lane. Keep it in your lane, buddy. I also want to thank you guys for all of your comments on the past couple the video responses that I made. Oh, got an R1 right there. I think that's I want to say that's the M4 exhaust he's got. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. What's up, guys? Motonosity here, doing a little work on the bike today. Got her up on the stand, and I'm going to be installing the TST Industries fender closeout kit right here. So I got a fender eliminator on my bike.